Gustav Håkansson was 66 years old. His hair was snow white, his beard a great white bush, his face rippled with wrinkles whenever he smiled. Gustaf Håkansson looked like an old man, but he didn't feel old, and he certainly didn't act old. Everyone for miles around knew Gustaf. People saw him on his bicycle, rain or shine, riding through the crooked streets of Grantofta, past the bakers, the butchers, and the wooden toy makers. Each morning he pedaled over the stone bridge leading out of town, up steep hills scattered with farms, down narrow lanes bordered by stones, then home again to his morning paper and a bowl of yogurt and lingonberries. One morning, Gustaf read something very exciting in the paper. There was going to be a bicycle race called the Tour of Sweden. It would be more than 1,700 kilometers, over 1,000 miles, and it would last many days. "This Tour of Sweden is for me," exclaimed Gustaf. "But you're too old for a bicycle race," said Gustaf's wife. "You'd keel over," said his son. "It would be the end of you." Even his grandchildren laughed at the idea. "You can't ride your bike 1,700 kilometers, Grandpa." "Strunt prat," answered Gustaf. "Silly talk." And he hopped onto his bike and rode off to see the judges of the race. He would tell them that he planned to enter the Tour of Sweden. "But this race is for young people," the first judge explained. "You're too old, Gustaf," scoffed the second judge. "You'd never make it to the finish. We can only admit racers who are strong and fit," insisted the third judge. "What if you collapsed in the middle of the race?" "Strunt prat," protested Gustaf. "I have no intention of collapsing because I am strong and fit." But the judges were not moved. "We're sorry, Gustaf," one of them grumbled. Go home to your rocking chair." Gustaf went home, but he did not go to his rocking chair. "They can keep me out of the race," he muttered, "but they cannot keep me off the road." On the third morning, Gustaf was the first to arrive in the little town of Luleå. A small crowd of people waited, hoping to catch a glimpse of the racers zooming by. Instead, they saw Gustaf. His white beard fluttered in the breeze, his red cheeks puffed with breath. "Look!" cried a little girl. "Look! Here comes Super Grandpa!"
Still far.
"Super Grandpa?" Everyone craned to see. Yes, he does look like a Super Grandpa." A few clapped. Others shouted friendly greetings. Some of the children held out their hands, and Gustaf brushed their palms as he rode by.
Hey, a pole.
"Good luck to you, Super Grandpa." A photographer snapped Gustaf's picture. It appeared the next day in the newspaper. The headline read, "Super Grandpa takes a ride." Now all of Sweden knew about Super Grandpa Gustaf Håkansson. When he got hungry or thirsty, people gave him yogurt with lingonberries, tea and cake, fruit juice, rye bread, or any other snack he wanted. Newspaper reporters rushed up to talk to him. Radio interviewers broadcast every word he spoke. Everyone wanted to know how he felt. "I have never felt better in my whole life," he told them. "But aren't you tired?" they asked. How can I be tired when I am surrounded by so much kindness?" And with a push on the pedal and a wave of his hand, Gustaf was rolling down the road. On the 6th morning of the race, thousands of people lined the road. As Gustaf rode by, their joyful cheers traveled with him like a wave through the crowd. He rode faster. "You're almost there, Super Grandpa! Just a few more kilometers! Don't look back! You're going to win!" Win? Gustaf hadn't thought about winning. He had simply wanted to ride in the Tour of Sweden and reach the finish line. But win? "You're out in front, Super Grandpa! A few more kilometers and you'll be the winner!" The winner? Gustaf glanced over his shoulder. The pack of racers streaked across the last bridge. They hunched their shoulders low over their handlebars. They raised their backs high above their seats. Gustaf decided not to think about them. Instead, he thought about his many fans. He thought about how they wanted him to win. And suddenly, he wanted to win too.